You mentioned Umar Johnson. I don't know what's going on with his school, but I know that
you know what's going on with the school that ain't been built. Shit, ain't nobody seen the classroom. Just seen the flag hanging out, flying. Where classmates says, "Hey man, we used to go to school with Dr. Umar Johnson." Nigga ain't got none of that. This nigga just show up talking children psychology talk with no results.
Women make a $500 donation to the school. He'll take them out to the restaurant of their choice.
Man, they supposed to be arresting him. That's he's seeking the time. That's sex. He's trying to be a sex worker on the cool. Man, that nigga trying to redress a sex worker. All this sister talk. You mean to tell me ain't none of them sisters? You might need to get you a white nigga. Yeah, Raquisha ain't it? The strongest man in the land is the man who wake up and don't have to ask nobody for a goddamn thing. Somebody who have to go ask somebody for a job is a man who don't know how to fish.
Would you ever sit down with him?
For the right amount of money. Yeah, I can't, because I won't embarrass him. But because I know he's nothing what he's professing to be. They offered me and Umar $15,000 a piece. I said yeah, he said no. Wow. He need it now though. Count him, he need it now though. Somebody got to hit a reset button for us. Either we got to hit it, but nigga, we got to go back. We can't go forward. Cause going forward, we go backwards anyway. Cause we're not equipped to move forward with the rest of the world. We need to be like the motherfucking Indians. They need to give us a reservation till we get out together. Now we need a reservation. They need to put us on a reservation. We can't move forward with the rest of the world, my nigga. Hell no.
That's what we want anyway, though, right? Because remember,
until a hurricane comes, then they gonna be running downtown for that stimulus shit.
You know what? I was looking at that whole situation about the white people in Arkansas, and they was moving out to the Ozarks. And so basically what happened
all of them, yeah, they just make it all white town.
Yeah, they was making it all white town.
I wish I could move in with that. I wish I could bleach it. I wish I could take a pill to be white to go live there. Man, I want to experience that as a white man. God damn.
What do you think that'll be like?
Heaven. I think they gonna end up building streets that's made of gold. I think some kind of way they gonna find a way to put milk and honey in that little river they gonna be having. Man, I'm gonna be keeping my own, y'all. Man, just please make an exception for one nigga, please. And I ain't gonna be trying to y'all wives and y'all daughter. I'm bringing my own, partner, so we don't fall out by nothing.
That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Don't get me wrong. White people have their issues as well. But like I said, in our community, we got a large group of people that's tired of a lot of the bull crap that we deal with on a day-to-day or what we see or whatnot in our environments and things and such and so forth. I do believe that other cultures have a certain way of living with each other that I feel that we still have to grow to try and attain or achieve. We all know how a lot of us grew up and how we see a lot of us still growing. It's at a slower pace, I will say that.
I think that black people were so mad that they want to create their own towns.
Man, you know black people know they can't make it without white people. They feel left out. If the white man ever try to leave us, nigga go be mad. Cause it's a clear example. They trying to leave us. They trying to go build their own community and these niggas mad. Don't nothing satisfy us, my nigga. Nothing. Homie, nigga, this ain't it, man. Man, to each with their own kind at this point.
Yeah.
And nigga, your kind ain't color. Your kind is mindset. That just so happen to be a group of all people got the same skin color with the same mindset.
That is true.
But nigga, Umar talking to Pan-African talk.
Yeah.
Before he get into Umar, you have to vibe with your tribe. I said that on a previous couple videos ago. It's not about the skin color. It's about like-minded people trying to get together, same goal, same achievements, and then we get the same outcome at the end. That's what it's about. If you can get a few friends, few family members where y'all can all think the same and follow the same code, we all can win and build some shit. But it has to boil down to if we all can move and think like a unit. That's where the difficulty comes in with life when it comes to building and teaming with people.
No snow bunny, so it's no difference. They saying no chocolate.
That is true.
Yeah, they don't want no chocolate milk. They don't want no chocolate milk. Yeah, this is all cow milk.
You think they're gonna be successful over there?
They're gonna be very successful. Nigga, they gonna be very now they go hire some Mexicans and do some work, but they ain't gonna just do it all by themselves. You know they gonna slide some Indians in there too.
Yeah.
And some Spanish. Yeah, nigga, white men, they know what to do. They know how to rebuild and build a country.
They
know how to start from the dirt and the ground up. We the ones don't know how to do it.
You mentioned Umar Johnson, and I don't know what's going on with his school, but I know that
You know what's going on with the school that ain't been built. Shit, ain't nobody seen the classroom. Just seen the flag hanging out, flying in front of that.
He been talking about it for 15 years, 16 years or something like that.
Yeah. He been lying. And nigga results is everything.
Yeah.
Results is everything. I ain't never seen a nigga build nothing begging. Other than Joel Osteen. But his daddy passed him to church.
Yeah, that is true.
His daddy passed. I ain't never seen a nigga build nothing begging.
He
That's crazy.
And now you know what his latest thing is. He's offering $500 dates to women. He said that if you
Let me
get
pause him before he said that. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I was an advocate for Dr. Umar Johnson in his heyday years ago, about 10 plus, like Anton said. I was a big Umar advocate, man. Back when I was more pro-black, I was more practicing like Hebrew Israelite doctrine, the whole nine. I believed in the Pan-African movement. I believed in us being more separatists. This is I was definitely pro-black at one point, heavy. And Dr. Umar was one of my favorite motivational activists to listen to. And it's kind of crazy. Fast forward, hindsight 2020, you know, me being 34, married, kids, mindset completely changed, and seeing the downfall of him, how he went from the Prince of Pan-Africanism to the Prince of Pan scamming. You know, it's crazy seeing that, how it all played out. But that's why you can't put your energy into a lot of these leaders, these people out here. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Anton, like listening to Charleston, but you cannot overly invest into everything they say because they live their own lives. You have to really invest in yourself and really follow your own ideals and morals to where you can get the way you want to be at in life. It's not going to be through them. It's going to be through you and the impact that you can make with the people around you. But it's really sad to see Umar fall into this point because I believed in the school. I believed in everything at one point. But that's why over time, I disassociated with the idea of separatism. And that's when my mind started unlocking. I started learning more to where none of us are separate. We're more connected than what we actually think. All cultures, all walks of life, we're all connected. And I think that's the biggest part that we slip out on when we have these small tribal wars amongst people that just look a little different than us. We all do the same exact bodily functions. So once we start understanding that, we start understanding like-mindedness, then we can get to a place of longevity.
give them $500. If women make a $500 donation to the school, he'll take them out to the restaurant of their choice. That's the latest pitch.
Man, they supposed to be arresting him. That's he's secretly trying. That's sex. He's trying to be a sex worker on the cool. Man, that nigga trying to redress a sex worker.
That's crazy.
Who paying $500 for a nigga? Man, he trying to redress sex workers. Get that sex worker. Nigga paying $500 for them to come to have dinner with him, and they got to drive and travel to him. They got to cross state lines to do it.
Yeah.
That's why the FBI on him right now. They'll seize all this. Yeah, he can't listen, man. What type of nigga? Listen.
That's crazy.
The black community think me and Dr. Umar is a hell of a nigga. No. Sometimes they want me and him to sit down so bad together because they think he a hell of a nigga and they think I'm a hell of a nigga.
Would you ever sit down with him?
For the right amount of money. Yeah, I can't, because I won't embarrass him. But because I know he's nothing what he's professing to be. That's why he won't sit down with me. Homie, I can document. I can give you documentations. I can go get families. I can go niggas who done been in court. There's a guy by the name of Julius Williams. They call him Juju. Because of my party affiliation and because of my youth work in the community, this guy had came home from federal prison out of Stop 6. He got one of the meanest federal probation, had all them niggas that had crime. He get caught with an ounce of heroin, throwing it out the window on federal probation. Damn. He went and got a lawyer by the name of Lisa Pamplin. Lisa Pamplin know me. She stood up in court lying at the time. She was lying because I ain't know Juju. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. Bitch stood up in court and said, Your Honor, my client works with, because I know the Republican judge and prosecutor. My client works with Charleston White over in the Stop Six community with Hyped About Hype. The prosecutor said, show us some evidence, Lisa. And, hey, they took 25 to life off the table. This nigga right now is on 10-year probation because his lawyer called me in court. Hey, say, Blue, oh man, listen, you know Juju? I said, yeah, I done heard of him. He said, he know you. Say, man, listen, man, you can get some money out this nigga, man. Say I said, man, I'm not letting go do that, man. Hell no. I said, no, what you said his name was? She said, Juju out of Stop Shit. I said, no, man, I ain't gonna lie for that nigga, Lisa. Man, last year, that nigga came through and spent about, man, $2,000-$3,000 on some kids buying the motherfucking Michael Jordan too. Hell yeah. She said, you got the mamas and the kids. So I went and got the kids and the mama. They took that 25 to life. Homie, it ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, I got all this documented. If you sit me down with that nigga, I can go get some sign-in sheets where them kids was signing in for my summer program when we were feeding them. He ain't got no sign-in sheet. One thing we know about a doctor, you gotta have some sign-in sheet. Every goddamn doctor, dentist office got a sign-in sheet.
I got lost in that story he was explaining just now, but he's just trying to make the analogy that he has actual documentation of people who signed up for his programs that could actually vouch for him. Dr. Umar don't have none of that for the most part with the whole school situation.
How you get your funding in your side, this the documentation. So he ain't got none of that. Where a classmate says, hey man, we used to go to school with Dr. Umar Johnson. Nigga ain't got none of that. This nigga just show up talking children's psychology talk with no results.
That is true.
With no results, homie. So I'm saying he can't, nigga, don't too many niggas want to sit down with me and really have a serious conversation about why I say this, why I do this, and I take you back to how I got here and why I'm doing all this. Y'all made me change, nigga. I started out doing it every way which right possible, nigga. With tears in my eyes, with no money in my pocket, with a broken heart, nigga. Went celibate for 11 months, nigga, unintentionally, but just in purpose. It was just in purpose, though.
Man said celibate unintentionally. Dad, I wasn't getting no ass for 11 months.
Homie? Because a woman wasn't, because I had just started a youth program and I had other men who was coming home from prison and I'm trying to lead and guide these niggas that they don't, so homie, I'm trying to build a program that also fights recidivism. Because I'm giving these niggas something to do after prison.
Yeah.
And not only that, nigga, it's therapeutic. Because every time we go before kids, each one of us see a kid that was once us before. Man, that nigga remind me of you. So nah, nigga, that nigga Dr. Umar don't want to sit with me. Homie, I embarrassed that nigga.
I ask him.
Nigga, they done offered us some money. Nigga, I know they done at least offered us 15 apiece.
I'll put it up.
They offered me and Umar 15,000 apiece. I said yeah, he said no.
Wow.
He needed now though. Counted him, he needed now though. I bet that shit to it now. And I'm gonna be, and I don't mean to disrespect the guy. Cause at one point in time I had admiration for him, but I always kept my reserve because you done met Pops, homie. Yeah. The old man say, homie, the strongest man in the land is the man who wake up and don't have to ask nobody for a goddamn thing. Right. No job, a ride, sugar, nothing.
You know what? That, I'm not gonna lie, that was always one of the red flags I had with Umar though, even back in the day, is the fact that you have to ask for so many donations. And I understand that is a great attribute to have as a man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a beggar. I'm not an asker. Even on YouTube, like when I went live, like I couldn't really just ask, hey, I need donations. I need this. I need that. Hey, y'all super chat. Hey, y'all please send this. It's just not in me. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'd rather just make money as a content creator opposed to begging or asking people to give me money. That's a weird feeling for me to ask people for money. So when I heard Dr. Umar saying, yes, I need y'all to, of course, I know that as a community, we need to build together, and that means putting money together. But to go out there and just ask strangers online to, hey, can y'all send here? I'd rather put something out there that I either can make money off of or y'all could benefit off of that requires money payment or something like that. But just to say, hey, brothers and sisters, please send this and we can do, that's weird to me. So I never understood that strange energy from him. But now looking back, I can see where the scamming kind of came into it, or the pandering, the Prince of Pandering opposed to the Prince of Pan-Africanism came out. Because that's a skill to be able to ask for people's money like that. You're a really good high-level salesman. And I think a lot of people get blinded off of the wordplay, what people say, and then it gets confused with scamming or whatnot. You know, it's a skill to be able to do that as an activist or whatever.
Nigga that or somebody who have to go ask somebody for a job is a man who don't know how to fish. Yeah. So nigga, once you start understanding these parables, and nigga, now you got a man teaching you. So nigga, if I need it, I ain't asking no man for nothing. If I ain't got it, I can't get it. But if I got a buddy, I know I can go get it from. I ain't going to ask him for nothing I can't get no return on.
Right.
So I'm saying, nigga, if Dr. Umar got to come before the world,
Yeah.
because if I go broke, nigga, I ain't got to come ask y'all for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I got some numbers in my phone to say, homie, listen, woo, woo, woo. And because of my character and who I am, nigga, I can get 5 and 10. And I ain't asking for much, nigga. But nigga, I'm gonna try not to ask.
Yeah.
Facts.
Cause I wanna be strong.
Facts.
So now, nigga, for that nigga to have to publicly come before and he done talked all this queen talk, all this sister talk. You mean to tell me ain't none of them sisters? You might need to get you a white nigga. Nigga, I know some niggas, man, white bitch ain't gonna, man, you go get you a white bitch. Just Susie, choosy, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, Raquisha, ain't it?
Why do you think that, because I suspect, I don't know for a fact, but I suspect that the majority of the donations that he's gotten for his school over the years had to come from black women, right?
For sure.
Why do you think that black women are so easily finessed when it comes to pro-black talk, the community?
They're emotionally responsive and emotionally driven. And he panders to them. He panhandles to their emotions.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is very true.
And so does the preacher.
Prince of Pander.
That's why the preacher don't ask for no money before he preach.
Yeah.
He wait till he done tapped into your emotions. And then he have to come with a scripture. Every time the preacher asks for a donation, he have to dress up. He have to dress his words up before he give it to you.
Yeah.
Damn.
And nigga, he used the scripture towards your emotions. And nigga, a lot of time it's shame. Well, will God say, will a man rob God? And he'll find the scripture and show you where nigga they say, yeah, man, to rob man, nigga.
Bruh, I'm not, and I know all y'all understand this already. And don't get me wrong, I understand with the religion and everything, but it taps into your emotions into a whole nother level when you sitting inside that congregation and you looking at that pulpit and you hearing the words coming out that preacher pastor's mouth. Them shits hit your soul a little bit differently because it feel like it's being connected with the things that you're going through at that moment. And when you feel that, it make you want to give money. I'm not trying to deter anybody from the church, whatever you believe in or whatever congregation you're a part of. But that's exactly what a lot of these activists, they do. It's the same thing as the preacher who taking money out of the community. It get into your soul, man. Certain things will make you feel so good the way you just want to give. And that's what Dr. Umar had a great talent at doing, man. That shit is scary.
So, yeah, homie, it's easy. It's easy. That's why most people who create commercials and do advertising and marketing market towards the woman because you appeal to her emotion.
Yeah.
And that's how you get them. And so a clever guy like him, that's why it's queen this, queen that, and he never rebukes them. He never chastens them.
That is true.
Everything they do is coddled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and everything black people do, he coddles. So he never holds us responsible for anything. That's because he has to come beg.
Yeah.
So the preacher really can't preach how he want to preach because he needs his congregation to keep this lifestyle.
Yep.
Have you heard of let me shift gears for a minute because
all right, and I'm gonna shift gears as well. If he's not gonna be on that, I want to leave it with just Dr. Umar's subject because that's crazy as hell. Hey, it's recap time, y'all. If this channel ever got taken down or whatever the case, I'm not coming back begging y'all. I'm just being honest. That's why I work a full-time career in aviation, heavy in that. Well, which is why my schedule is tied up, tremendously. You won't never see me pandering or asking for money, donations. I'm gonna just have to figure out a way to rebuild, chop, cut, rebuild, and do it over again, and put in the time and the effort the way I can get to the place where I can make money, separately from my main career. That's one of the biggest downsides with Umar, man. Like I said, I believed in his movement at one point, but all the pandering and the lies and the coddling, and as time go on, when you start getting older and you start seeing where the pandering is playing out, and you start seeing where our community needs to be held at a higher standard, and you start seeing where he's saying the opposite, but you still point the finger at all the other groups, it's like, hold up, hey man, when you gonna point the finger at us or whatnot? When you gonna hold us accountable but the actions instead of always pointing at the other side. And I'll tell y'all one thing this man has been doing. He been busting down a lot of them so-called queens out there. Bruh, Umar I think he's only been getting a whole bunch of ass throughout the years that this school has supposed to be built. Yeah, think about it. This man getting money, donations, free money, and he's also getting a lot of attention from mainly black women. I heard him on a podcast, and literally the analogies that he make to like referencing yams is crazy. This man is a super freak. That's the only thing I've heard is how much buns and how much the supple cheeks, the supple melons, all this stuff. The way how this man talks about ass, this man is a super freak. So I know that he's been busting down a lot of black chicks throughout his whole time of this pandering. That's what he has been doing the most. He has been pandering to ass, just being honest. If you can't be aware of each one of those in your day-to-day life and you think just because people do certain things to you, they automatically racist, you are not well equipped to even probably be in the world at a high level. You got to deal with a lot out here, you know? And I know Charleston made jokes about the black women or whatnot, him probably need to get with a white woman. I think for a lot of guys out there, whether you black or not, I think you definitely need to experience other ethnicity groups. Especially if you start seeing a large majority of ours being tainted, I definitely think it's okay to date out or see what's compatible with the way how you move and the way how you think. It's okay. It's nothing wrong with that, you know. And you got to understand yourself and shape your reality to where you're able to make the people that you want to be around gravitate towards you because you want to be better. You okay. You're accepting different, and it's okay. So what you feel like your community wants you to be or how you're supposed to act or you act like this. You see, you don't hear people say it as much anymore. Or maybe I don't hear it as much because I'm not around a certain type of people, but I know at one point people would say, oh, you act white. Or you act like this. And it's like, bro, why you even say some weird shit like that? Why can't I just act like a person? You feel me? Or why can't I just act like a human being? So yeah, I want to get y'all thoughts on this. I'm gonna have a question. I'm gonna have it linked in the description, the channel or whatnot. Antondaniels. Y'all already know how I feel about Anton, man. Definitely a dope individual. Charleston White, he definitely be spitting them facts, man. It is what it is. Let me get y'all thoughts on it. Make sure y'all comment y'all thoughts below. This is your guy, JayBReacts. And until next time, y'all, peace.